Welcome back to our channel. Today, we have a chilling and tragic story to share with you. It's a story that shook a community and sent shockwaves across the nation. We'll be diving deep into the case of the murder of Katie Poirier, a young woman whose life was cut short in a senseless act of violence by Donald Blom. Donald Alban Blom, born on February 5, 1949, and passing away on January 10, 2023, was an American convicted of the murder of Katie Poirier in 1999. Prior to Poirier's tragic death, Blom had a disturbing history as a registered sex offender involved in 5 cases of kidnapping and sexual assault, leading investigators to suspect him of being a serial killer. Growing up, Blom endured abuse from his father from a very young age until around 13 years old, leading him to develop behavioral problems and a tendency towards heavy drinking. His criminal history began in 1975 when he kidnapped, gagged, and raped a 14-year-old girl, leading to his first conviction. In 1983, he committed further crimes, including criminal sexual conduct and threatening 2 teenage girls at knife point. He was eventually arrested and pleaded guilty to those charges. In 1992, a psychologist predicted that without close monitoring, Blom would likely engage in more antisocial behavior. Despite this, Blom managed to change his identity, get married, and even secure employment. However, his violent past would eventually catch up with him. On May 26, 1999, 19-year-old Katie Elizabeth Poirier went missing from her workplace in Moose Lake, Minnesota. Surveillance video showed Poirier being forced out of the store by a man wearing specific clothing, raising suspicions. Witnesses reported seeing a black pickup truck circling the area, providing further leads for investigators. Blom came under scrutiny as he was the registered owner of a pickup truck that matched the description provided by witnesses. His co-worker noticed similarities between him and the composite sketch of the suspect, which led to his arrest. After an extensive search of Blom's property, human bone fragments and a charred portion of a human tooth were discovered. Although DNA tests were inconclusive, dental experts confirmed the tooth belonged to a young female and matched the rare filling material used by Poirier's dentist. Blom initially confessed to abducting and strangling Poirier, but later recanted, citing hallucinations caused by medications and stress as reasons for his false confession. During his trial, witnesses, video surveillance, and forensic evidence were presented against him, leading to his conviction for first-degree murder and a life sentence without parole. Blom served his prison sentence at MCF Oak Park Heights, a maximum security facility in Stillwater, Minnesota, starting in 2021. Before that, he spent approximately 4 years at the medium security prison MCF Faribault after being transferred from a maximum security facility. Despite Blom's appeals, his conviction remained upheld. His wife later came forward with information about his abusive behavior and suspicions of his involvement in other crimes, including murder. However, no additional confessions emerged. Investigators have long suspected Donald Blom of potentially being a serial killer involved in a series of murders, with suspicions dating back to the 1970s. It is believed that he would change his name and appearance after each crime, making it difficult for law enforcement to connect the incidents. Dennis Fear, an agent from the Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension, has been particularly wary of Blom's possible connection to multiple murders. Blom himself admitted that he would frequently go missing for entire nights, engaging in alcohol and drug use, and often having no recollection of where he had been or what he had done. During his arrest, investigators were examining other similar cases, including the murder of 19-year-old Holly Spangler, a Wisconsin student. Her decomposed body was discovered in a park in Bloomington, Minnesota, in 1993. Blom, who was living in the area under the alias Donald Pants, was a registered sex offender and one of the primary suspects in this case. Another case of interest to investigators was the strangulation of Wilma Johnson, whose body was found near St. Paul Cathedral in 1983. Blom confessed to being at the crime scene but denied any involvement in Johnson's murder. Additionally, Blom mentioned to investigators that he might have been responsible for the killing of a man near St. Paul's High Bridge. However, no body was ever found, leaving this particular claim unverified. Despite these suspicions and claims, definitive evidence connecting Blom to these other potential murders remained elusive. The possibility that he may have been involved in more heinous acts raised concerns about the need for further investigation and caution when dealing with violent offenders with a history of criminal behavior. As the years passed, Katie Poirier's memory remained alive through the efforts of her loved ones and the community. Annual memorials were held to honor her life, and her story continued to be shared through various media outlets and true crime documentaries. If you found this video informative, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more true crime stories and updates on cases like this one. And remember, if you have any information that could help law enforcement in unsolved cases, don't hesitate to come forward. Together, we can make a difference. Thank you for joining us today. Stay safe and take care. We'll see you in the next video.